Hello Capricorn, it's Naz, your Tarot Snob, and I'm here with your weekly Tarot Scope, and this is for the week of June 29th, 2020. Capricorn, this is for you guys that have a special somebody on your mind, your husband or wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, your significant other, your boo thing, your crush, your ex. This reading is going to be for the person that's on your mind right now in this very moment, okay? I've done my main shuffle off of camera, so I kind of just like to let a few fall out of my hand, so you'll see that in just a moment. But make sure that you're following me on Instagram because I do free readings in my story every Friday over there, so you guys don't want to miss that. And then also tarotsnob@gmail.com is how you can book a personal reading with me. Now let's get to it. I will put those links in the description as well. Make it easier for you guys. And Capricorn, actually, let me hold off. Let me hold off on saying that. I love you guys. Capricorn in love. Okay, Capricorn love reading for the week of June. Capricorn love reading. Let's see what the energy is. Capricorn love reading. Oops. Just kind of let some fall out of my hand there and see what we have. Capricorn love reading. All right. That's what happens. When they don't come out, that's because they're asking to be put in another position. There we go. All right, Capricorn, love reading. Okay, so Capricorn, yeah, because immediately I'm getting like a few different messages here. Some of you have just walked away from somebody. Some of you have just ended the relationship, or you're taking a break from somebody, or you've decided to kind of walk on and move away from this person. So good for you, because I'm actually getting the sun, so I think you're doing the right thing, but we'll come to that in a moment. Some of you are thinking about walking away or thinking about taking action to walk away from somebody. So for some of you, it hasn't happened yet, but it's definitely on your mind. I feel like the relationship has become overwhelming. You are exhausted by this relationship, and you just like, I'm out. I can't take this anymore. So like I said, some of you have made the decision to walk away. You decided to finally give up on this relationship that has been serving you zero purpose. Some of you are considering it. Some of you have not taken the action yet, but you are considering it because it has gotten so overwhelming. Ten of Wands definitely means that things are just overwhelming and you're tired and you're just carrying such a burden of trying to make the relationship work, and you're not seeing the results that you're hoping for. So you're tired, you're ready to move on. I pulled the Sun because I think that down the line, this is how things are going to turn out for you, because you decided to put this relationship on hold, or you're distancing yourself, you've asked for space, or whatever it is. Immediately after that, I pulled the Sun because I know you're waiting for change. I mean, the world represents, you're waiting for a cycle to end. This could be like a cycle in your life, a cycle of bad things, a cycle of bad relationships, bad dates, whatever it is. You're waiting for that cycle to end. And I think that it definitely will come to an end soon. And like I said, that's why I got the Sun, which represents positive hope. It represents a positive outcome. It represents a positive outlook on the future. So yeah, I think that some of you actually... Yeah, I was just going to say you were growing frustrated and you just kind of got tired of it. For those of you who have not taken that leap of faith yet, I am seeing and feeling like once you do that, because if you're at the point where you're like, I want to break up with this person, I want to walk away, I just can't. When you start to feel that way, you owe it to yourself to move forward. You owe it to yourself to leave this person behind, because guess what? I know this is not the first time that you've thought about breaking up with this person. So when you first thinking about breaking up with somebody, or even when you break up with somebody and you go back, you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your relationship to give that relationship a second chance. You know what I'm saying? It's always okay to give a relationship another chance, because people don't always get it right the first time. And if you want to try again with somebody, that's fine. But once you start to continuously think, I need to break up with this person, I need to break up with this person, I shouldn't be with this person, that changes the game. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just like, okay, at what point do I owe it to myself to actually walk away and see what my life is going to be like without this person? So that's the vibe that I'm getting now for my Capricorns. I feel like a lot of you are at the point where you've already given it a second shot, giving it another chance. Some of you 2 and 3 chances, and now we're at the point where it's like, okay, I need to move on with my life because I need to see what else is out there for me, because I don't think this person is it. I don't think this relationship is it. That's where you guys are headed right now, if you're not there already. And remember, this is the outcome. It's looking good. Let's see how they're feeling right now, okay? Let's see how the Capricorn lover is feeling about you. What's going on in their mind? How do they feel about the relationship right now? How do they feel about the situation? What are they thinking? What's in their mind right now? We'll take that one. We'll take that one. Okay. All right, and we will take that one. This is what your lover is thinking about right now as far as the relationship goes. And I can tell you right now, they look stressed. They look stressed as hell. You know, either you are stressing them out or the relationship in general is stressing them out, or they could just be going through something and you know exactly what it is. If it's not you, something is stressing them out, period. But this is what, when I ask, what are they thinking right now? It's regarding the relationship. I feel like they're tired as well. And I feel like the relationship is draining them. They're starting to feel just as exhausted as you are, you know. And I do think a part of them, they also are at a crossroads in a relationship and they don't know whether or not they want to stick around or if they want to walk away. They kind of feel like you know. I feel like for some, they was like, you tried to break up with them and they were like, no, baby, please don't go. I feel like that's for some. But for some of you, I think that it might have been a decision on both ends. You know, constant conflict. This is how they view you. They view you as somebody who's possibly confrontational, or they view you as somebody that they know there's going to be an argument on site, or there's constantly disagreements in the relationship. So I feel like they see that as well. So they're not exactly in the best headspace either. I mean, if you guys just broke up, or like I said, you're considering breaking up with somebody, I don't think that your lover is in the best headspace either. Look at these cards. I'm asking, what do they think about you? And this is what I got. You know, it looks dramatic. These are the other cards I got as well. And he doesn't look happy either. He looks like he's juggling too many things. He's got tons of things going on. Now he's trying to juggle this relationship. He's trying to juggle his feelings. He's trying to figure out, what do I want next? You know what I'm saying? I say he, but that's just general speaking, he or she. But just trying to figure out what's next. You know, I feel like maybe the breakup for them was sudden. Maybe you just dumped them out of nowhere. They wasn't expecting it. You know, or maybe something fast or dramatic happened that they were not expecting. Maybe they did it, maybe did it to them. But right now, they are not in a good headspace as well. I can tell you that. So if you're wondering if they're off living their life, or, you know, if they moved on without you, even though you guys just broke up, you know, 3 days ago, I can tell you they're in their feelings too, whether you see it or not. So don't worry about them posting on social media. They're in their feelings. Don't worry about that. Let's see what's next for the relationship, okay? And when I ask what's next, it just means what's going to happen next week or what's going to happen in the near future. It doesn't necessarily mean what's forever or what's final. It just means that, hey, this is what's to come. All right, what's next in the relationship? That was a sloppy shuffle. Sorry about that. Let me redo that. So, yeah, this is what's going to happen next between you and this person. Subject to change. Oh, we will take that one. And we will take that one. Did you see that one? And let's take one more, and we will take that one, actually. Take another one. Okay, so this is what's going to happen next between you and this person. That one flipped over first. So I feel like a little bit of sadness on both ends. I feel like you might feel a little sad, a little hurt, but that's normal. You just broke up with somebody, or you're thinking about breaking up with somebody, or you're moving forward, or you're trying your best to, you know, change the vibe of your life because this person has just been such a burden to you. But I do feel like over the next week or so, there's going to be some times where you do feel defeated. They may feel defeated as well. But I also think that there's going to be a whole lot of talking going on. I feel like you guys, even though you walked away or they walked away, I do feel like you may have conversations at some point with them about a lot of things that's been bugging you and a lot of things that's been bugging them. I feel like that conversation is going to be had soon. And see, this is why I said conversations. Like this, the justice card for me is like getting some truth out. Like, I want you to tell the truth. Like, be honest. You know how you have that conversation, you sit down and you be like, I got a question. I got a question, because you know, you want to know if they're about to tell you the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? Or let me ask you this, and don't lie. You know, we all do that. That's what this is going to be. I feel like over the next week or so, or possibly spilling into July, the whole month of July, at some point, you're going to get answers from this person. You're going to get some truth. You're going to just really have some deep conversations about what it is that's been bothering you all this time. You know what I'm saying? Conversations, you know, talking to this person, possibly talking to one of their family members, and their family members saying, hey, this is what they always tell me about you. In some situations, you know how some of you are close with the family, close with the mom, siblings, things like that. I feel like you might be talking to some of their siblings or their family members about the relationship as well. But I just feel conversations coming up soon. And like I said, I feel like you'll get answers on some of the things, some of the questions that you've always wondered about this person. So I think that that's something you can expect next, is some answers. I don't know if that will bring you guys closer together, but I think that will bring you closer towards some closure at least. And for some of you, it actually may work out. This is what I was waiting on, the High Priestess, because I knew she would come up, because it means usually secrets or lack of communication. So I knew this card would come up. But for some of you, I do think that this will be very helpful, learning or finding out everything you really want to know about this person that they might have been holding or hiding or really not trying to communicate because you guys were in a relationship. But now that you guys have decided to distance yourself, they're going to be open now and kind of give you all the answers and the truth that you've always been kind of wondering about. So I feel like that's what's next. It's not what's final, but I feel like that's going to happen like over the next week, or like I said, over the next month. You'll get some clarity from this relationship, okay? I hope that that makes sense to you guys. Capricorn, I didn't want to say this earlier, but I did your video yesterday, and I uploaded the video yesterday, and it crashed. It did not load. So I deleted it, and I uploaded the video again, and it crashed. So I always have these problems every week with Capricorn, and someone suggested, hey, you need to do Capricorn videos first because you have problems. And I was like, that makes sense. I'm going to do that. I did Capricorn video first, and I still had problems. I have no idea what it is about Capricorn videos. I don't know if I'm not meant to deliver you guys messages. I don't know why I have such problems every week with Capricorn, but there's definitely some energy there that I need to discover. I don't have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is about Capricorn where the energy and the guides are just like, we don't want you to deliver Capricorn's message. I don't know what it is, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm talking to the guides more, and all I'm hearing is, we'll tell you when we're ready. We'll tell you when we're ready to tell you why we don't want you to deliver the Capricorn message. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe the message I sent yesterday, they didn't want that one delivered. They was like, hey, deliver this one. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm still trying to figure it out. But Capricorns, I can tell you guys, I love you. I love the hell out of you. I love doing your readings from week to week. I feel like the answers come across clear when I do them. I don't have any problems. But like I said, when it's time to get that damn video uploaded, your guys are like, nope, this ain't the one. Redo it. Your guides are really protective. They're like, nope, we don't like that one, do it again. So I always have to end up redoing your video. And the message usually is similar, but I guess they don't like the way I deliver it. Like, I don't know, it's a lot. But like I said, when I talk to my guides, all I'm hearing is, we'll tell you exactly why you can't deliver Capricorn's message when we're ready to tell you. So I don't have answers yet, but I know it's coming soon. Thank you again, Capricorn, for stopping by. Follow me on Instagram, gypsy_hustle__. That's where you can follow me for a free reading on Friday. I do free yes or no readings every Friday in my story, and then also tarotsnob@gmail.com. Come on, Capricorn, let's read together. I would love to give you a reading to see if I get blockage as well when I try to read my Capricorns one-on-one. So definitely hit me up for a personal reading there, and I will see you guys next week. Remember, Capricorn, if this resonates, say girl hi. If it does not resonate, say girl bye.